Oh, right. Hello, welcome. Sorry, yeah, I was doing some things. I think we're good now because I was trying to get invites out. But hello and welcome to LSR Group 3 where we are around Bahrain today. Sorry, it's a little bit late as of an intro because some things. But Fedora is our fastest driver at the moment, setting the benchmark of 130.0. I'm also going to say welcome to everyone in the YouTube and everyone. Hello, I guess. Hello, like hello anyway. As I hope there's nothing else that needs to be done. Let's see who's on the lap there. And I think a breach is on. Yeah, breach is on the lap. He's gone fast over all of the first sector. Oh, here we go. Yeah, fastest in the first sector, coming down to the hairpin. Do not want to touch that curb because that curb can make you literally die, and that is not what you want. We might see a few people go out and off the track on that part of the track, as we see someone getting very slow in front here, as breaches 10. Well, I don't know what type of sector. I wish it would tell. But I think that was a purple sector 2 as well. That is perfect at the moment for breach. I'm going to come down to the final corner now. Nicely done by the looks of it. Coming up to the DRS line. Activates it late, but still does a 29.8. 0.2 quicker than but Fedora. as we see a fly off the track. As Speedy goes and puts out a 29.8. Didn't get to see his lap, sadly enough, but 5 Vulcan setting a purple sector 2. Could Fiery get provisional pole at the moment? Coming up to the final corner now. It's nicely done. Wants to get on the power as quickly as he can to make the line to the finish line even shorter, and he does not. He goes for a 30.5. So the benchmark right now is a 129.8, and a few people coming in to get out and get ready for their second lap. We'll have to wait and see for those laps to come. As Simon comes to the line now and puts a 130.8, but isn't counted. Unless he was on an outlap. No, he definitely wasn't on an outlap, so I don't know what went there. It's very odd. As we're going to go on board with but Fedora, because his lap could prove quite crucial, as he could, well, indeed get provisional pole for the next 8 minutes. Unless Speedy and Breach can do something about it. Provisional pole. At the moment, Speedy, you are on provisional pole, but Theodora setting a purple first sector, getting a little bit loose. In turn 9, I want to say it's turn 9 because this is turn 10. Doesn't touch that outside curb, which is very, very crucial for him. This is coming up to turn 11 now. turn 11, 12 and 13, quite a tricky, crucial part, because if you get loose in 13, you are gone. But he does not get loose. He's up on his time. He's gone very wide. He doesn't invalidate, which is very lucky for him. He was 8 thousandths up on his lap time. I do not think that is quick enough for provisional pole just yet, but let's see what happens. But RS, I want to say rating, goes even quicker with a 29.4. But Theodora improves by a 10th. So Breach has just come out for his second lap. Oh, his second out lap to get ready for his first. No, his second lap, and Speedy is about to do his first. Well, his second lap. Can he go even quicker? Speedy coming up to the DRS line. is going to have a little bit of traffic if this Williams does try and do a lap. No, they do not. They get out of the way nicely for him. Just going to move up there so I can... So Speedy coming up to the first sector now. Let's see what type of sector he can do. He is currently 8,000 up on his personal best, so he needs about another 3 or 4 attempts to go. As you get to the tricky turn at 10. Up into sector 2, he is 4 attempts up, so that is perfect for him. As he is, let me find out what the gap is. He is 0.3 behind, so this could put him on provisional pole for now. But Xerxes as well, up there in the mix. And Speedy comes across the line, 2 thousandths behind. So that'll be another lap for him. Breach hasn't validated his lap time, so that is... He won't be able to do much of a lap there. As Purple has retired from the session in the pit lane, I believe. As everybody does, I think they are all coming in for their pit for the next stop now. So we are within 4 minutes left of qualifying, and this could be their final lap coming up. Well, it will be their final lap if they want to take that extra lap. As we're currently watching Simon get very loose out of that corner there. Turn 14, I believe. As Simon goes on to start his final flying lap, which I would believe. So DRS is wide open. We're going to go on board with him into turn 4. Nicely does it. He is 3 tenths up on his time at the moment, so that is going to put him up a position or 2, I believe. As we watch the Mercedes. The beautiful, beautiful car of the Mercedes come down into turn 10, does not want to touch curb. He doesn't touch curb, which is perfect. But not the greatest of lines through that corner. As DRS wide open again, as we do have 3 DRS zones on this track, which is very nice for racing. Makes it a little bit closer for racing. For us, coming up to turn 14 now, he is 7 tenths up on his time. So this will push him up into the top 10 at the moment with this sort of lap. Let's see what he can do into the final corner. Gets it nice. Traction early as he can. I think he's tried to do that and he's done it great. And he comes 9 tenths quicker. as Breach is getting ready for his final flying lap. Xerxity as well. Speedy will be getting his final lap ready. And Rating is doing his final lap now, so we'll watch him as he comes around the track doing his final lap. He is up on his time, so can anyone gain? Ooh, he's gone very wide. He hasn't invalidated, which is very, very curious there. But the game does what the game wants, apparently. Coming into turn 10, he's getting close to that curb, but not there on the curb, which is good. DRS wide open again for the second time. As Kendricks goes 4/10 quicker. That just came out of nowhere. Rating is down on his time for the middle sector. Not a great middle sector there. This will be his final chance now. Final sector to gain provisional pole, but Kendricks at the moment has provisional pole. Rating crosses the line slower than his previous time. Speedy. No, we'll go to Breach, who is on his final lap. Coming around the final corner now, he's going to get on the traction early. DRS is wide open. It's going to be P2 by 6 thousandths. Xerxity crosses the line, finishes P4, so that'll be his qualifying over. Speedy, one of the last ones to make their lap, and he dives into the pit lane, so oh no, don't know what he was doing there, but okay. Mayhem, the final person to make a lap, and hasn't even done a lap, so as he's just invalidated as well. So that is his lap over, as Kendricks is our pole position man. He will start from pole. So that is qualifying over, as Kendrick surprisingly got pole position just out of nowhere. I didn't even realise he would have been up there. But well played to Kendricks, just beating Breach by 6 thousandths of a second. So this is your grid looking like today. We have Kendricks on pole, Breach close, very, very close to pole position man, Rating in third position, Xerxity in fourth, Speedy fifth, Fedora in sixth, Luke seventh, Kaz ninth, and Kaz eighth, Hood ninth, Simon 10th. So we do not have formation lap on because it has been disabled for now, as it has caused a few things here and there. So as soon as everyone is ready, we will get underway straight away, and I think that's already happened. as we wait for the timer to count down. As we are ready to go with 3, 4, 5 lights. Out and away we go. A very late start, but an amazing start from Rating and from the McLaren of Breach, but the Alpine just falling back way too far. And there's a collision with both Williams I see in the background. But great start from a few people at the moment. Close Racing as Speedy is trying to get by Rating on pace at the moment. He is on the soft compound tyres, so he will have the better tyres. As we have a spin in the background with, I think that's, but Fedora spinning out, sadly for him. As we have a perfect start from a few people. There's another spin in the background with IRS, who did say they were going to be, I think it was them, top 5. But this is going to be quite a climb for them now, as they have spun at turn 10, the hard corners of turn 10. As we see everyone start to get in a single file line now. DRS will not be open for an extra 2 more laps. So on lap 3 we'll get DRS, Breach S fastest lap time so far. As we have a little bit of a battle going on here, I believe. With Fiery trying to get his way past his teammate. He's gonna send it down the inside with... No, he's not. He's gonna think different about it. He's gonna stay back a little bit. But there's a little bit of a collision with teammates there. No damage by the looks of it, but Glab getting the better of them and getting ahead as Fedora pits for the first time. As a Haas driver has just went straight off the track there. Do not know what's happened to him, so we'll have to see what happened there. As nobody touches the curb, so that is very nice for everyone. As a Ferrari of Glab goes very wide. So a few people going wide in the final corner there. That's not a great place to go wide, as this is probably one of the best options for an overtake. No one is close enough to make a move or even think about making a move. Maybe a late Daniel Ricciardo dive bomb, but not yet. As DRS is now activated, so it is the 3rd lap and we are ready to have that DRS. So the racing is going to get even closer and more overtakes. As we're watching Hood try and make his way through, past Rating, but on traction he's not able to get close enough. Might have a look for it. He's having a look at it, but he can't do it just yet as another Haas spinning at the back of the pack there, and Breach has spun it. Our race leader has spun and has now lost a chunk of time, and Speedy now leads the race. This is going to make Hood and Rating on the back of Breach, who's going to have really bad tyres at the end of this, because once you spin, your tyres are not fun on these at this, as we see Breach having to defend from Rating. As Rating is trying to go around the outside, he will have an inside for the next corner, but Breach is still there. He keeps the position at the moment, but Rating still on the outside. He may have the better line for that corner almost, but he just can't make the move done. Breach does keep P2. Hood still trying to make a move, but he's going to go down the inside. It's a bit too late and a bit of a lunge, but contact was made. Not the greatest area for an overtake sometimes. It doesn't always work if you're a bit too far back. The door was kind of open there for him. He just took it. So Speedy now leads after a mistake from Breach, causing him to spin out at turn 12 and 13 and 14, sorry, I think, which has now made Speedy lead from 2.4 seconds, as there's a yellow flag in sector 2. Don't know what's happened there, as there's a bit of contact with Purple and Thingy. Purple's seems to look like they were coming in, but they are not coming in. They do have DRS on Kaz, and Kaz is going to defend the inside line, but Kendrick's coming down the inside, 3 wide. Kendrick's is going to make a move on Purple as well, and makes the move stick. So Kendrick's making 2 places in 1, but Kaz losing out another place to Glab and more because of both Williams drivers here. Fiery Volcano is trying to get by the Aston Martin driver as his teammate loses out now to Kaz. As we are watching Kendrick's kind of being attacked by Purple. As we see what they can do, they will have the DRS. Kendrick's does not have DRS as he is not within 1 second of a car in front. But Purple is 6/10. It does have this straight to come and the next straight, as there is 3 DRS zones. So I'll have to see what he can do. He's a bit too far back to make a move into turn 1, but he could make a move into the next corner, but he can't. Breach is being overtaken by Rating, so Rating has made that move possible, as Breach is losing out to another position, not what he would have wanted now, as Rating gets a 3-second time penalty. As my controller died, nice. So Speedy now leads from 4.5 seconds to Rating, who just made a move. for second place and is going to be looking for Speedy now as he's trying to get away, as we do have an yellow flag in sector 2 and 3 as it was Fiery who had spun it. Purple looks like no, not Purple, Hood looked for a move down the inside of Mayhem, but this 4-car battle, well, yeah, 4 or 5-car battle here, so it's not going to work as what he would have planned because everyone does have DRS. And because everyone has DRS, it's just a DRS train. I don't know who's Xerxes spun it. After making a nice start moving up the field, kind of, has now lost out even more places. So he's now down in 11th position behind his teammate. That now frees up one more position in this train, so Hood. What's happened here? Because someone else has spun, I think? I don't know, but Hood is now within a second of Breach, so we'll have that DRS. Luckily for him, I think. If he did pass it on the detection zone, no, he did not. So Spider will be looking to come back. As Spider is a bit too far back at the moment. Purple as well is a bit too far back to make a move on Kendrick. As there's a collision, I think there's probably a collision with Kaz and his teammate Xerxes. Xerxes does not has a broken front wing. Don't know what's happened there, but I'm suspecting there was a collision between the two Aston Martins as he has half an end plate missing, so that's going to cost him massively. As Mayhem catching up to Spider. Now, will he pass him before the detection zone, or will he wait? I suspect he'll wait. He is going to wait, and he will have DRS. Spider will not. We'll go on board with this overtake for a minute. As Speedy pits from a race. So he was on the soft compound tyres as Speedy's teammate Mayhem gets by with ease. And moves up into P4, so he would now be challenging the front runners here, and possibly Speedy, as he is on the hard compound tyres. Speedy does go onto the hard compound tyres. He should be able to make it to the end of the race. Xerxes now pits for his first stop, and the hard tyres are chosen, and a new front wing. As these two are getting very, very close again. Breach making a move down on the inside of turn 9 and making it work. Hood is now on the back of these lot, and three-way battle now commences with the front three. Breach is going to want to get away because he has lost too much time behind this lot now, and we know he has the pace, but can he do it? As Rating will have DRS on Breach, but also Hood has DRS on Rating. Rating is going to go for the charge. He's not going to use DRS. Breach is low on his ERS, so this could be interesting as he is just recharging that battery, trying to get it back up. Hood, on the other hand, is getting ever so closer. Closer and closer towards the Ferrari as Breach starts to maybe pull ahead of these two. As he is gaining a few tenths here and there now. This gap is already 9 tenths, so Hood will be looking to defend, not attacking anymore. But he does have DRS. Someone's gone very wide out of turn 10. Hood's going to make a move. No, he's not actually. He's thinking about it, but he's not going to do it yet. Probably going to wait for the next DRS zone as we come up the hill from 13 up into turn 14 now. So rating has not got DRS as he is not within 1 second. He's about a tenth behind, but Hood is gonna look for the dive bomb. No, he's just gonna think about it, not just yet. But will he have the traction to make a move into turn 4 now? Or 3? Turn 3, I mean, not turn 4. It's a bit too far back. Still a bit too far back. As we have a safety car. What's happened here? Oh, Fiery's out of the race. So I don't exactly know what's happened to Fiery, but he has crashed out at turn 14. So this could throw some complications in here. All the medium tyres people can now pit. But the hard compound, they can stick out there and last a few more laps now. So, Breach and... Oh, what's happened there? Okay, don't know what's happened there, we will skip that bit. Yeah, so as I was saying, Breach has a 5-second time penalty, I believe. Yeah, he has a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So that's gonna hurt him. He did pit. Let's see everyone what tyres they are all on. So two people on the soft compound tyres, Kendricks and Kaz, which is very interesting to see. So I'll have to wait and see what they can do in this part of the race, and they will have to make another stop, which is kind of crucial for them. But the medium tyres could last to the end of this race. We do have to then wait for everyone to join the pack. to Racing has pitted. And not at the greatest time, because he has now dropped down from 10th to last. No, not last. First to 10th. Sorry. So that will hurt him quite a bit, as he will have to now make his way back up the pack. I've just noticed, somehow, he's managed to get ahead of the safety car and unlap himself. Unless it was because the safety car needed to pick up the first place car, so the safety car just let him go. But very interesting. I've never seen that. I've seen it a few times, but glitch ways. But at the moment, Luke to Red is now leading this race. So as we wait for both Hasses and Aston Martin to rejoin the pack, something's happened back here. I don't know what's happened here, but someone off the track. Purple is off the track, and a few places have been swapped around. As nobody does come into... Actually, no, Luke to Red does pit, so that now puts Breach back in the lead of the race. As a few more people come into the pits. So as we wait for everyone to join the pack after a later stop than normal, for everyone. So we are on lap 14 out of 29, and we are having a safety car. If I think you're in the Discord, Acid, so if you are in the Discord, ask Jonah. I think you might be able to, as safety car is in this lap, I think you'll be able to come in as a reserve, so speak to Jonah about it, I think, or Kevin Cal, who sets up Group 3. But as we get ready for Breach to set us away from the rest of the pack, still one has still waiting to get to the back of this pack, but won't have time. But Breach now goes. Moves are already being done. And a few places are being moved. There's a huge... and someone's retired from the race. I thought there was a collision. But no, there's somebody diving down the inside. Cersei making up a few places here. Quite a bit going on. Oh, huge crash. Huge crash with Cersei and Kendricks. I don't know what's happened there, but Cersei luckily enough to escape that with no damage. Not even a safety car at the moment. But at the moment, all looks clean other than that one collision. Yeah. Group 2 literally finishes 15 minutes before this one starts. Well, about 15-20 minutes before this one starts, so I don't know if you can race. But yeah, talk to Jonah and he'll tell you about it. And Spider spun it. I think there was contact, I'm not 100% sure, but Spider is now spun and is losing places. He's now down in P10. P11, sorry. As Purple is looking for a move down the inside of Luke's ready. He's a bit too far back, not just there yet, so he'll have to wait for another opportunity. DRS is not activated just yet, as we have to wait one more lap for that to happen. But at the moment, in graphics setting, can you reduce the gamma? I will have a look at it. Can I do that now? I don't know. As I think someone spun it as we were looking back. Oof, that is a bit too much. Whoops. Because it is on 125, but yeah. I'll try 80 for you. Whoa, oh, there's a bit of contact there with the Mercedes and Ferrari of Simon and Glab. I will not lie, this looks a lot better. But Simon making a move down the inside of Glab, but Glab is not having it. And he is going to fight it. Oh, wait there, there's contact between them, and there's more contact. Even more, making them both crash out. Almost, but Simon, I think, getting the worst of the damage. I can't exactly tell, but I think Simon has damage. I can't remember who it was who looked like they had damage. But we'll have to wait and see which driver does come into the pits. As I'm thinking it was Simon who got that damage. No, it is not Simon, so Glab will need to pit again after we had a safety car. That is terrible news for him. Rating, let Speedy go, as Xerxes retired from the session. I think that was due to that huge crash he had before. Rating on the medium tyres, coming down into turn 1, he's going to have DRS easily. I think he's just nipped DRS again. I think he's done a Leclerc here, but I'll have to wait and see if he has. No, he has not. Speedy has DRS and is keeping on to P3. Mayhem leads the race. I think I missed that part of it, but Mayhem now P1 ahead of Breach. So Glab did pit and he had to get another wing change, so he's now is down. in P12. Sadly for him, not the greatest, but we will see if there is another safety car. I wonder if there will be another safety car. We do have 11 more laps to go, so there is a possibility, as Rating is getting ready to make another pounce on Speedy. He has the DRS, he has the straight line speeds, and makes the move with absolute ease into turn 1. So Speedy now going to have DRS against Rating, but he's not close enough. But Simon making a move. Well, he's made the move possible on Purple, and I think that was into turn 1. As we come to Luke and Sass. I'll call him Sass. I can't say his name, but these two getting close now into sector 2. And Speedy as well, getting very close. Still there. He doesn't have a penalty, so if he keeps it this way, he will be ahead of Rating. On penalties, on track he won't be. And Jonah, thank you. Hello as well. I will be commentating this race every single week, so I enjoy it. And also, tell me if it looks different. And also, I need to message you at some point. Do remind me to message you, because I've got a few ideas for commentating. Hopefully next week. I'll need to test it out at some point though. So at the moment, we are on lap 20 with, I think it's 9 laps. As the Breach is getting on the back of Mayhem, making a move down the inside. Mayhem's gonna say, no, I'm here, there's contact. I don't think there was contact, but there is contact. And Breach loses out. A huge chunk of time again. Another almost spin. So Breach not having the greatest of races. Rating now getting closer, but getting away from Speedy, which is quite important for him. And just stop saying him. As there's not a few battles going on now, but we'll go to Purple and we'll see what happens here in this battle. I'm not gonna lie, but this does look a lot better. Turning that gamma down, making the cars sexy. I will not lie. But let's see what can happen here with Purple, as gets very loose at the end of turn 14. Ooh, wobble as Glab does leave the session. I would presume that's purely the fact that he is down there and not in the greatest position to make a move. As Kaz pits from being one of these soft compound tyres, so he will have to pit now. And he does pit now. Who else is on the softs again? Nobody else. So Kaz comes in. We're going to come to this quickly because Purple looking for a move down the outside's not going to work. He's going to have to make a move sometime. But also, this battle for P2 getting feisty now. Do not forget, Breach has a 5-second time penalty, whereas Rating has a 3-second time penalty, so all he needs 2 seconds. If Rating can stay within 2 seconds of Breach, he will be second place, or he may even win the race if they can both get by Mayhem in front. At the moment, the Red Bulls are looking very, very strong here. as we are watching Rating get ever so closer and closer. He would have thought about it probably, but he can't make a move just yet, as Breach makes it a nice defense there. But there is another DRS zone. Breach having to recharge that battery as he is getting low on it. Purple again, very very close, trying to look for a move down the inside of turn 3. No, turn 4. It's turn 4 or turn 3. I don't know. But at the moment, Purple still behind Simon. They will need to get by soon if they want to have a chance of being ahead of them in penalties, I believe. Yes, if they want to be ahead, they will have to be ahead in penalties. Well, on track. But that might hurt them by staying behind a bit too much, a bit longer than they would like. So going back to the front of the pack, Rating is a lot closer, and Mister has spun out at turn 13, while Rating is going to get by Breach. I think he will not have DRS. Breach is going to have DRS for the next DRS line. DRS activated and wide open, ERS being used, both of them having to recharge that battery. Breach going around the outside, it's not possible, and Rating makes him a move complete and done. So P2 for Rating, speedy now. He's within 5 seconds, so all he needs to do now is not lose any time to these two front runners. And he is on the podium no matter what. If he doesn't make a mistake, that is. Commentator's curse, because that bites me every single time. I'll say something great about someone and then, yeah. But Breach, having a look down the inside, just not there yet. It's a bit too far back at the moment to even think about making a move, but he did think about it. Sorry for yawning then. As the Breach has DRS, is gonna have a little look at down the inside. It's a bit too far back at the moment, but don't forget the second DRS zone, which is right up ahead, and I think he's going to have the traction. He's a lot closer now this time. He's gonna try around the outside again, but Rating's still there. He's showing Breach, I am here and I am staying in P2, but Breach making that move possible and done. So Mayhem right now is having a great race up ahead. He doesn't need to worry about anything. These two just fighting, and the gap's getting bigger and bigger every time. Purple again still not able to get past Simon after those first two DRS zones. So we are on lap, well, we're going to lap 25, we're on lap 24 of 29 at Bahrain for Group 3 at the moment. If you are joining us, hello. If you are still in here from the start of the race, thank you. You actually listen to my commentary. As Purple making a move down the inside of Simon. Simon goes off the track. But Purple just not there. He's using ERS. Simon backs out, giving himself the DRS. He's done Charles Leclerc and Max here, as Simon easily able to retake P6. But for next straight, he will not have the OS, as Spider is now creeping up on this battle. But Purple, again, 5/10 is a bit too far back to even think about making a move again, sadly for him. As Sass gets the fastest lap of the race, he will not get the fastest lap as he is in 11th place. If he gets 10th, he will have the fastest lap, but someone will need to retire or a safety car. I don't think this is going to be a safety car, but there has been contact between these two. But Spider has not tried to make a move out of it, so that's nice from him. And just let him keep his P7. That has now let Simon breathe. And I think that'll be quite crucial in a minute. Because Simon might actually get away. So we're on lap 27. No, 26, sorry. We have 4 laps remaining. And Breach is slowly catching up to Mayhem. Now, this is what he would have wanted, because Breach having a 5-second time penalty really does not help him. So he will need to get by as quickly as he can, or will the Red Bull driver be able to do Perez-style defending. Maybe even help out his teammate, because Speedy possibly could get even a podium, a P2 maybe. So this could be very interesting with the last few laps now, as Breach is 1.2 seconds trying to get closer and closer each lap. But each lap is getting shorter and shorter each time. Because we're on 4 laps, there'll be 3 laps and 2. Then it'll be the final lap. As we come across the line to start lap 27, there's another spin. I believe Spider has spun it. Luke to Red gets another 3-second time penalty, sadly for him. Oh, we are sorry. Apparently we have 10 people watching. It's quite big. Quite a few people. Reach falling back a little bit there. Don't know what's happened to him. He's lost a second now, losing more time. But Rating getting closer and closer now. Speedy still staying within that 3-second gap, which is what he would want to Rating if he can get the podium. But that's all he needs is to be in that 3-second gap. But he will need an astonishing next 2 laps. As Sass has spun it just before the first hairpin corner and gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. I don't know how. As we are now on lap 28, 2 laps to go. 2 very crucial laps for these 4 cars here now. Because one little mistake right now and the next lap is going to be so crucial for everyone. Gap is now 1.5 seconds. 1.7 the gap to rating is 1.2. Breach needs that gap to be 2 seconds if he wants to keep P2. Speedy is going to have to gain a second at least, at most 2 seconds, at least about a few tenths. But I'll have to wait and see, as Breach is trying. He's now within a second of the car ahead. So this is his push lap. This is probably the last. This is going to be the last lap and the last push. Breach does not have DRS, and that is very crucial, and they do cross the line for the DRS line. So this is going to be very, very crucial at the moment. Breach, no DRS, just pure pace at the moment. But Mayhem seem to be the quicker driver in the straight. Breach needs 1/10 to be ahead of rating at the moment, 2 tenths now. This is getting close. Final push, everyone. It is now it's now gone to 2 seconds, so that will probably, hopefully, cover his penalty with ratings penalty included. Speedy needs 6/10 to gain. If he can gain that in 1 lap, that would be amazing for him. Breach will not be able to gain 5 seconds unless there's a mistake on Mayhem. So Mayhem probably going to win this race at the moment, unless I say commentator's curse. I don't want to say commentator's curse. Fingers crossed, no commentator's curse, please. As he is within 5 tenths now. This is getting very, very close. 3 tenths. Mayhem is just trying to stay on track and not make a single mistake. Mayhem is defending, but I think Breach knows it is too late. Mayhem coming around the final corner. I was worried that would have said. But Mayhem crosses the line to win the Bahrain Grand Prix. Breach will not be P2. And he misses out. And he misses out on Speedy. Was my maths wrong? Did I do math wrong, or did I not? I don't know. Speedy comes home in P3. I think I did math wrong there. I'm not 100% sure. Breach does come home in P4. Sadly for him. But Fedora finishes P5. Simon, P6 after... he got a 35-second time penalty? Oh, wait. Breach had a 5-second time penalty. 3 seconds. I thought he had a 5. Oh. Purple coming home in P7. Luke's red. Okay. Luke's red. P8. Spider coming home in P9 after a little bit of a spin. Oh, Breach had a 8-second time penalty. Oh. He must have got that. Oh, I didn't even check at the end then. Sad for him then, as he drops down to P4. He could have been on the podium. But sad for him, he is not. And our driver of the day is Mayhem. And he, well deserved. He wins the race. I can't remember where he started. So there is our winner for today, Mayhem. His first win with LSR. I don't know if it's his first win ever, but from P17 on the grid to win the race. What an amazing accomplishment there from him. That was last position. He did a last first. So well done to Mayhem. And I got bills, I pay, and I'm gonna work every day. So same for me, Vipers. It is late. I'm gonna go watch YouTube and pass out. Probably. No, it's gone midnight and I wanna get to bed in a minute. But our front three are Mayhem, Rating and Speedy. So well done to our top three. And what a race it was for those lot. So that has been Group 3. Oh, he did have an 8-second time penalty, so he did have a 3-second time penalty. Okay, that makes sense. So that has been Group 3 today. From me, I would say, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed, because we have surpassed 100. We've now got 107, as we have gone by 100 subscribers for this weekend, which is a big accomplishment at the moment. Gonna try and aim for 1k 1k subs. But that has been me commentating on Group 3, and we will be here next week with Group 1 on Saturday, and it will be myself, and I don't know who will be joining me yet. We will find out in a later date. But thank you for joining the stream, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Join the Discord so you can keep updates on the races, and you can talk to us. We will speak to you in the Discord or later. Goodbye and good night.